And welcome back to Jazz Weekly. Starring Caleb McCain.
Carson Markham.
And Quentin Alves.
And guest starring Josh Sharp.
Woo!
Thanks, everyone.
Seth Ganachinski.
Who's not here right now, but
And
later.
well, I wasn't planning on you. Okay, that's
As you guys heard in that intro, me and what we thought was Carson here have a very heartwarming we're sorry. It's hard. We didn't realize it, but we lied to you viewers. About 3 episodes ago, I introduced myself as Josh Sharp, and he introduced himself as Carson Markham. See, I'm gonna tell you about the day I lost my identity. And we just want to come out and say that's not who we are. Okay?
it's not.
That is Joshua Sharp, and I
Caleb McCain.
am Carson Markham.
Apologize for the confusion. It will never happen again. Such great fans out there that never lie to you. Never again.
We do look strikingly similar.
Yes.
Maybe we're just like twins lost at first.
Maybe. So that was something else.
So, I guess you guys are probably wondering, why we're doing this on a Thursday?
Why on Thursday?
Well, there's a very simple.
We don't have 8 days on Fridays this week, so logistically we could.
Yeah, and we have the break coming up, and we want to give you guys an extra special hour-long segment to celebrate that Caleb is getting
Best story.
At this point, the ball and chain, figuratively, literally, are off. So that's what we're doing
garbage.
You know it.
I think just another reason. Sorry, I was really just loving to hug.
Don't lie to the viewers.
We just went through this whole thing about how we don't lie.
And you're over here like just going through your shirt, like no one hugs like that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's ridiculous.
Anyway,
It's uncalled for. Anyways, continue.
so I guess we're streaming on Thursday for a couple of reasons. One, because
Ball and chain are off.
yeah, we kind of just wanted to. We've been gone for the last couple of weeks, inactive, and
Really busy.
and we're sorry for that. And I know that it doesn't really.
Well, we talked last time about using the GVTV to.
Our acronym GVTV, to overcome chaos in any situation.
So make sure to check that episode out to make sure you can avoid chaos.
Okay.
Continue.
Sorry.
Hey, your mic fell again.
Of course it did. Of course it did. Oh my gosh! Please, Brian. I'm just trying.
Producer, Brian says, do not.
And that's a very good life lesson to follow for anyone. Okay.
The mic here being life itself. Don't yell at life.
Yes. By the way, can you hear me?
And
too
then
close.
also because we just like the whole conspiracy theory thing.
That's lame. No one tuned in. No one was there. Yeah.
Okay. The last time we had it, we were going good until you came and whipped us. But anyways, yes. So this week's episode is sponsored by Don't Yell Into the Mic by Time. Because life.
Oh, my favorite thing ever. Less aggressive, more progressive. This is how you'll get through your life's problems. Less aggressive, more progressive. That was made up by yours truly. I know. Pretty impressive.
And always remember, follow GVTV when chaos ensues.
When chaos ensues.
So you can't hear me right now. Is that what you're saying?
Caleb, no one can hear you right now.
Yeah.
So
what's the future of Jazz Weekly, Caleb?
Well, with these mics.
Is it not working?
It's fine now.
That's fine now.
Okay. Future of Jazz Weekly.
Let's talk about time for a second.
Yeah. So time, it's a never-ending.
Spiral.
Always,
Yeah.
it's inevitable. It keeps going and it doesn't stop. And I think that's kind of where Jazz Weekly is going at the moment.
Yeah,
It's
that was a really good answer that had nothing to do with anything we asked.
What was the question?
What's the future of Jazz Weekly?
Future Jazz Weekly is in the hands of our wonderful audience out here. Some familiar faces. I see Gavin Bray, Garrett
But it
Orwell.
won't be him. That's not the future of GBTV.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to be the face of G.
But if you do enjoy GBTV, make sure to go to our
GBTV?
or sorry, Jazz Weekly.
I mean-
follow GBTV if you want to get out of chaos. But if you like Jazz Weekly, make sure to visit our GoFundMe page because I believe our producer is going to check that for us and see what number we're at.
Not again. Last time it was a bitter embarrassment. We went through like 5 digits. They were all 0. I doubt anything changed. I mean,
We got a donation.
What?
What? Yeah. You guys were there. Garrett Orwell.
well, let's.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
we got $1.
But that
We're
was
$1.
not on the GoFundMe.
Where'd that
We want it
go
on
to?
the
What'd that
GoFundMe.
fund? What'd that fund?
Yeah, where is that?
Hey, where's the dollar at? Wait, we put it in the
I
tree.
thought we were gonna
We put it in the tree.
oh
didn't
my
we?
god.
Is it still there?
No, because money does not grow on trees.
This brought to you by Time.
All right.
No, I think it's still in the tree.
All right, well, Caleb's gonna tear down our set looking for $1.
My first dollar.
But I would like to frame it because that was our first dollar.
What?
Well, we left it on the tree. I think Garrett took it again. So.
Oh, that's right. I told him to take it back because he'll be giving us a future investment later.
Yes, but for now, we don't have $1, so we're back to 0.
So,
But
I think that the future is going to be, it's a little scary. I mean, definitely.
as with anything,
I'm
in
sure.
looking
I'm
into
sure
the
that
future.
Joshua, Austin, Aaron, the legends of Jazz Weekly, that they were scared when they left, and I hope that they are proud
They're
of
probably
what.
still petrified, honestly filled with fear.
Have you seen us?
Can you imagine leaving your
Probably
show to
watching
us?
it right now and they're like,
I can guarantee you they don't watch it at all, which almost hurts more, I say. In fact, I was told by one of our past producers. I have the Jazz Weekly Twitter account. I was like, hey, if you guys got suggestions, message us. And the message I received was shut down Jazz Weekly. So that was a little bittersweet moment I had there.
But that was a bad suggestion, and we're still going strong.
You don't have to listen to every suggestion, you know.
good life lesson.
So I believe Seth was going to tell us a wonderful story, but I don't think he's coming.
He hasn't.
None of you
Well,
went to go get him.
he's going to be on his way in a second.
you
If we can
sure?
get I mean, maybe at like 2:30. I'm saying we can get like
2:30. The end of class.
2 o'clock, please. I
Class
think you
never
knew what I
ends.
meant.
Jazz
But
Weekly.
all right, that's fine. We'll just kind of keep rolling, vibing. We're vibing right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. But I was really looking forward to Seth's
But anyway, we were talking about the future, and I think there's just, I guess, another thing that's in the future that we need to discuss, and just Carson's dream is the future, and
it's expensive.
Yeah, it could run him like $250. Anyways, so Carson, you want to tell us
what's
kind of
what's
the
your
lowdown?
dream? What's your life
I
goal?
dream to perform on Broadway.
Okay.
admirable dream.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
really shooting for the stars there.
There are a few folks out there, some naysayers, who doubt the validity of this. I'm not gonna name names, Caleb, Quinton, and I, but
Caleb, Quinton, and I.
okay, fine. Josh, Caleb, me, Mr. John York, Brian, Clay Osceola. The list is not that long. Garrett
Drew
Orwell
Peace,
just wrote.
Drew
his
Peace.
own-
Drew Pace.
Drew Pace.
No,
Hannah
Garrett-
McCain would like to jump on this train.
No,
as well.
I'm not. It's already up to 350. We're back.
350.
Yeah, if we add Hannah and Garrett.
Oh.
Okay, here's the deal. If he makes it to Broadway, starring in a show, either
Not
ensemble,
starring.
not starring,
being in a show.
Either he has to be on stage. So no tech, no selling hot dogs on Broadway Street, because that's cheating. But those rules. We owe him $50 each individually.
So he would be
add it up to
making
250.
250 or 350 depending on who's in on the deal. We're gonna actually get this contracted by a lawyer, and it's gonna be a real deal.
However, should he not make it within 6 years, he owes all of us $50.
Which would be very sad because if I don't make it in 6 years, that probably means I'm working as a 54th Street manager, and I don't make that much anyway. So
That's $350 out of your bankroll there, bud.
yeah.
But
that's a whole paycheck.
the way we see it, it's a win-win. We either literally win the bet, or we lose $50, but we got an in. You know, we got an in.
I mean, it's a win-win for
Broadway.
us.
But like also,
It's a
like I
win-win
was
for us,
telling
but
you
it's a
guys-
win-lose for Carson.
Yeah.
Like, if Carson
Actually, a
loses,
lose-lose
then
with him.
depression.
Yes.
Depression.
But like I was telling you guys, you may have an in, but you guys are jerks for not even supporting me. So
No. That's
We're just trying to keep you level, you know?
we're not.
I guess this is an incentive to keep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the-
Exactly.
Our hate
Motivation.
motivates you to.
Haters
It's
are
not.
motivated.
It's not hate. That's not hate.
Not hate.
You know, a quote that I've always lived by ever since I've seen the classic 2003, 2004 movie Meet the Robinsons is keep moving forward.
Classic quote I know from Shark Boy and Lava Girl is dream, 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 dream. So,
I will be starring in Shark Boy and Lava Girl the musical.
musical.
Two Electric Boogaloo.
23, something like that.
all right. That was that. Are we gonna do the how-to, or are we gonna do would you rather? Oh. So our
God is telling
producer,
us,
our producers just told us do something with our guest.
Oh,
Hi,
Josh.
that's
Your guest, Josh Sharp.
That'll be you, Josh. So Josh,
well, like we
Josh,
were
you don't have
getting-
a mic, do you?
No.
Do you want to go get mic'd up? Can we get him mic'd up, Brian?
But I don't even have a mic. One of your main stars doesn't even have a mic.
I wouldn't say star. I'd
You gotta
say
be nice to
one of
your
the,
guest.
Can,
one
you,
of
can we
the,
hear Carson?
one of the boys, you know.
Well, can we hear Josh? Can
Can
you?
you hear me? Yeah. I don't.
Hey,
I got you, bro. Go ahead and sit all the way on it, bro. Come on. All right, come on down to Tickle Town.
What's up, everyone?
Really
I'm down to
creepy.
Tickle Town.
Okay.
All right, Josh. I heard that you had a story to tell us.
Yes. So, before the story, we're gonna have Quentin and Carson kind of just talk generally about. I think you guys had something planned. I'm gonna go talk to Josh real quick because I actually didn't tell him, but he told me this incredible story the other day, and I wanted him to tell you guys, but I need to catch him up on what that is.
It's great.
So you guys go, just kill some time real quick.
To kill some time. So,
conspiracy theories with Carson and Quentin.
no. So to kill time itself, you just kind of really had to like.
And you kill time? Time has always existed, right? Or is time always existed?
Time is a social construct, Carson. So
Yeah, so do us as humans, did we come up with time?
if we created
Or has it been
time,
established since the beginning
how come
of
we are
time?
slaves to time if we created it?
Exactly. We are slaves to time. Time rules over us. We don't get anywhere without time.
And yet time
All
gets
right,
nowhere
this
with
segment
us.
was
No.
horrible. Get up and
It was
leave.
not. We are having a very thoughtful discussion. All right,
Josh, you want to come?
All right.
you want to go? We'll finish that later.
Oh gosh.
Thought.
So
All
he's
right,
gonna actually join us
guys.
center because this is just him. The lights are on him. All of the lights.
Yep.
We all got
Um,
hats now, by the way.
Oh, Hat Weekly.
Hat week.
Weekly.
Our sponsors are hats invented by.
Alexander
Paddington.
Who invented the hat?
Who invented the hat? Was it the simple caveman who placed a meager stone or leaf upon his noggin
And said,
and said "Thuggen," and thus the hat was born? Or was it the
Find out next
intrepid rice paddy workers who would wear lily pads upon their noggins?
or
Or
was it
Was
Jack
it-
Russell?
was it Jack Russell? So Jack Russell, if you don't know, is a very famous actor,
yes. Look him up. He's
yeah.
he's a wonderful actually.
a wonderful actor.
Yeah, he's in great movies such as
Old Dogs.
Old
Old
Dogs?
Dogs and All Dogs Go to
Reservoir
Heaven.
Dogs. He's in that one.
All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Marley and Me.
He is
He
in
makes
that
a
one.
brief appearance,
Yes,
yes.
he's a cameo appearance.
Yeah,
You see him in the background somewhere.
One of those
Yeah.
nods. You know?
Okay. So anyway, back to the original segment.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Slow down there.
He's also in Fox and the Hound. Right?
so just before we start, Josh told me this just tear-jerking story, and I think you guys need to hear it.
Now, it's a little emotional, so bear with me. I might stutter a few times. It's just going back. It's kind of like,
It's kind of like when we just admitted earlier that that's not our name.
yeah, it was very hard. So bear with us. So whenever I was 12, I was driving a go-kart.
Wow. Nice save. Nice save. I don't know if you guys just saw, but we just saved a like $5,000 camera.
Seth talk about he just saved Jazz, but really, who saved Jazz right there?
Truly.
It was our great viewers, Hannah and Jenna,
I know they saw it
who
coming
have been with us
since the beginning.
since day
I know,
one.
truly the #1 fans right there. Actually, we were supposed to have our #1 fan on the show, but I don't know if he remembers.
Why have we had no females on the show?
Cause
Hannah said that we're the worst and that we're sexist, but
but we have never said anything.
I don't believe in labels, so checkmate.
Checkmate atheist. Okay,
The
Josh,
story,
go-
Josh.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. This is.
It was so. This is already so emotional that the camera just collapsed.
Yeah, the camera could not take it.
Couldn't take the pressure and weight. And Caleb's getting unmiked because everything he says has not been of value yet. So.
So, I was driving a go-kart. It was down a gravel road. I had my brother there with me, and that's whenever I started accidentally driving off into a pond, and it started going downhill. I hit my tree.
Did the pond start going downhill?
No.
No.
Caleb, how could you be
Caleb,
insensitive?
yeah, I know.
I think ponds can be going downhill.
God,
This is a
I'm emotional.
repressed memory form.
How about you? You want your mic back?
Yeah.
We'll just shut you
What
down.
about the time that your pig died? Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
that
also
was
bring
that
up
one. Oink, oink.
a little bacon on the side. Come on. Let's pay the
Anyways,
poor man some respect.
Pond. We go down there. It's going all the way down into the pond, and we can't unbuckle our seatbelts. We're drowning. Yeah, we're underwater at this point. I'm trying to unbuckle my. Excuse me. This is very hard.
I'm hysterical right now. I am hysterical. Keep going. Keep going. I'm sorry.
I unbuckle my
I
seatbelt.
can't do this right now.
It's kind of like
Me and Quentin have to get
Final
comfortable.
Destination 5 style, and so many things were going on, and I get out, and I'm free, but my arm's all messed up, and I'm trying to unbuckle my little brother's seatbelt too, but
Is this the
I
point where
can't.
he was gagging for air and begging you for help? Okay.
I remember this story.
I try,
I know,
but the
but
go-kart
told us.
keeps on sinking down and down to the deep, dark abyss
Of the pond.
of the pond. It was like 25 feet. It was a big pond.
It's a lake at that point.
Can you please stop?
I know. Okay, now it's your fault. I'm the only sensitive one here.
Thank you, Carson.
You're welcome.
I hope you make it to Broadway. What?
Keep going. Stop. Caleb, can you literally be any more annoying?
There's things that are bigger at hand here. The fact that his brother is about to.
Yeah, is his brother still around?
We don't know. He can't finish the story.
I can't breathe, so I start swimming back up for air. At this point, my parents come out and they're running towards us as fast as they can, and I'm about to lose it. Like, I'm freaking out. My brother might die. My dad takes off his shirt, dives into the pond, but then he gets stuck on some kelp at the bottom of the pond. Then my mom goes in and
Don't
gets.
say it. Don't say it's true.
She gets eaten by fish.
Oh, yeah. What kind of fish?
A goldfish.
No! Like the cracker? The snack that smiles back?
He smiled back all right, with a full tummy. At this point, my whole family is dead because I
Soul surviving.
was the only soul survivor. So I go down there.
You go back into the lake.
Yeah, I go back into
You
the
want
lake.
to save your whole
I
family
want to
single-handedly.
try and recover their bodies. No, at this point, they're dead.
Oh, they're gone.
I forgot. I've been crying for hours at this point.
You just gave up.
I gave up. My arm is broke.
How to break?
Break on the crash. You not
Yeah.
You're too busy banging on that clock over there. Just pay attention.
Insensitive.
Do you imagine how much time is passing for his dead family?
Hours. You know how long it takes a body to like fall apart underwater? It's pretty quick.
Thanks for bringing it up, man.
Time he got there, he probably was unstuck.
It probably exploded.
It's a school of goldfish.
I get down there. I finally unbuckle my brother. I bring him up back to service level. He's gone. The longest amount of time. I tried. I
You
tried.
could tell he was dead.
Yeah, he.
Like one of those like.
Well,
He
it's
was-
been hours at this point. His brother's not a
blue.
fish. Yeah.
Well,
I
don't
blame
know.
myself at this point.
Yeah.
Did you ever find your dad who got stuck on the piece of kelp?
Yep. I tore the kelp. I bit it with my teeth. It did not taste very good.
Checkmate
Probably
vegan.
because it was. And I brought him back up. He's a heavy man though, so I broke my other arm again.
And that is why you have two misshapen arms.
Yeah, like it's not very
That's why
good
he
at
shakes
this
all
point.
the time. It never got fully healed.
That's a
It's
byproduct
not
of
stage
Parkinson's.
fright.
Okay, Anyways, sorry. Your story keeps getting interrupted by meaningless
it's okay.
topics.
I'm sorry.
And then I come back up, and then I have no arms to do CPR with, so I start using my feet. Do you know how hard it is to do CPR and then go back for the mouth, and then
Can't imagine.
it was very emotional.
So you never found your mom?
No, I found my mom. I took that goldfish by the tail and I threw it out of the pond.
Flying.
With my broken arms, it hurt, but I was just so enraged by that goldfish
I
that
get it, testosterone. You just
Yeah.
get a big punch of it, and you just.
moments of high
With your
stress.
broken arms?
Yes. I was so enraged. Are you okay? Is this too much?
It's a lot to take in.
I know it is.
Same thing happened with my family.
Really?
Same pond.
I almost drowned in that pond. Remember that?
No, you didn't. Don't
Caleb.
try to make it relevant.
No, no.
serious.
Why do you have to make
Remember that. No, you remember that though.
Carson? Why do you have to make everything about yourself?
Yeah, Jack Russell. Come on. Sorry.
Anyways,
Anyways, after your whole family is up on top of, well, the goldfish plus your dad and your dead brother are all on top of the land, what do you do?
well, I start beating the crap out of the goldfish, trying to get my mom out. After an hour of punching that goldfish, yeah.
Like a piece of meat. He's beating it.
No, it's fish. It's
It's still meat.
Yeah.
It's still meat. Fish is a meat. You're just beating the, okay, she's just beating the meat, right? And then trying to get your mom to come out.
Might I say it was December around this time too?
Yeah. You're destroying this fish.
How are you in the pond if it was December? Wasn't it like frozen over?
Yeah, that's the point. I was a really dumb kid. That's
He
why my
drove-
family died.
He drove so fast, broke the ice. His dad had such speed when he fingers. No wonder the kelp got onto him. It was frozen solid. It's like Velcro at that point.
Are you okay, Carson? Am I gonna have to stop?
No,
So,
no, continue.
Did you give the fish a name?
Yeah. See,
Yeah, it was called Eat My Mom McGee at this point because, yeah, it was
so
just,
you didn't keep the pet fish and name it something.
no, because I was enraged at that fish. I killed the fish with my bare hands, my bare broken arms.
Someone.
Yes.
So
You just Conor McGregor there. Your arms
Eat it
broken.
till it was gone.
Tender,
so,
nice and tender. Tenderize. You tenderize
yes.
that
This
meat.
is when it gets really tough. Are you sure you want to tell the ending? Of this?
Yeah, you want to finish it out, brother?
Yeah, so it ends like this. Just joshing you guys. This is just Josh. Jazz Weekly. Yeah. Oh God. Sorry. I just felt like
Caleb
hugging you.
Had a stroke, evidently, and will not be with us for the rest of the season. So it's been real. Can you get his body off the stage?
Josh
please?
is the new.
Yeah.
Hey,
Am I the new Caleb?
show me
Show, yeah, show us how you use your feet. No, show us how you use your feet. Come on, get him good. Get him good. Mouth.
Not that far.
Okay. Well, Josh, you really did get us.
pranked me good. I'll be honest.
Thank you.
Man, I think here I'll.
You fell on the floor.
Oh my gosh.
And we.
So talk about the future of Jazz Weekly. Nothing's gonna happen if equipment keeps getting destroyed.
And now it's time for words of songs. So
I love words of songs.
way this game is played is one of us will say a word, and the first person to come up with a song that features that word and sing that part in the song where that word is featured wins. So I would say star.
And
Me,
hey,
Carson,
now you're an
Me,
all-star.
Carson, and Josh would try to race to find a song that has the word star in it. You have to sing the song, the lyrics with the word star in it.
Banana.
Banana.
B-A-N-A-N-A-N. A-N.
Banana.
Banana.
So Carson
B.
cannot spell. So
Bananas.
bananas.
A-P-P-L-E.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and Can I moderate this? Can I moderate this?
You
one?
wanna
guys
play?
wanna
You wanna
go?
play?
I will. You guys three compete. I will moderate.
Okay.
Sounds good. Okay, so
Why don't you say a word and the three of us will compete?
Alrighty. So we're gonna start this off.
Really stressful.
I think the first word. Let's get it from one of the audience members.
Ooh.
Let's see. You over there in the. You.
Yeah, thumbs up.
What's a good word for them?
So our audience sucks.
It's kind of far away. We've got to go all the way back there.
She doesn't know any words.
Okay.
She does not speak.
Are you guys ready for your first word?
Yes.
Your first word is road.
On the road again. That was really close.
That was close.
He did get it, but I don't really know what song you're talking about. So can
No,
you
it's
guys-
a real song.
No. Can you just keep singing it?
There's only that. It's
On
that
the
part from
road
Shrek
again.
when he's like,
I can't wait to get on that road again.
By Willie Nelson.
Doesn't matter. That was
Willie-
not a part of the rules.
Okay,
Like, that was an actual song.
All right,
Point
song.
out.
I know.
let's-
I just wanted you guys to sing. I was just trying to get
all
you
right,
to
next
sing.
word, next word.
So is that a tie? Like, can we?
I'm gonna give that point to Josh.
That's a point to
So
Josh.
we got a point for Josh here. All right, now next word.
Ooh, you, yes. You got a friend in me.
All right.
And that's it. There you go.
All right,
Boom.
Quentin
Point for-
has
point
got
for
the
me.
second word. Now, can we please let me say the words because we got disadvantage?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you the point for now. Gavin, you want to go whisper a word for me? Yeah. Actually, legally, you're not allowed on
Wait,
the
why
camera.
was he
Just
not allowed to say the word?
So,
Because
Oh, because he's the moderator.
I don't know, it's the control thing. I don't know who.
I don't know. He has a
okay. You guys
control combo.
hear that?
All right.
All right. The word is
Free. I'm free falling.
all right, and that's the Broadway singer right there.
I hate you.
Can we just take a moment of silence for Tom Petty?
Ooh, you're right.
And that was
my
all
mic
right.
still good?
Sweet. Next word.
Do you
Don't.
want to just do like a name, like random word generator?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I got one already.
Yeah.
So our moderator.
Can we get it up on the?
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
No,
like-
we're not gonna say pumpkin. Your delusions of grandeur.
Wasn't the Icky Vicky song about pumpkins?
Yeah. Just hang on. I will guess. I will go over there.
Okay. Well, make a bet that I'm gonna
Go ahead and name generate.
come see
Or word
Bible
generate.
Birdie.
Huh?
To all of our viewers at home.
Ooh, neck to you all. Got you good.
Oh, virtual neck from us.
How long have we been going?
It's only 1:15.
So 30 more minutes of
No, that's too
content.
easy.
This is a bad idea.
We barely could do 20.
We barely could fit 20 minutes.
You can't think of one there.
We're getting a message
they see
from
it
our
on the screen?
producer saying
Oh.
nothing. He's busy.
I'm just gonna think of words on myself, Brian, because those words are absolute trash with no words, no songs. So
Maybe to you, because you.
let's see. I think the next word is gonna be ship.
Starships were meant to fly.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, I didn't know the word was starship.
Okay, but okay, he's the worst moderator on the face of the planet.
All right, so you can do better.
Yes.
I could.
You could train a monkey to do better.
Okay, you know.
Monkeys can't even speak.
Let's,
he can sign language and do better.
No, you suck.
Okay.
You could probably hire a
I
snail.
still
Quentin,
said
I'm.
the word.
You moderate. I'll compete.
Okay,
I'll take a
ooh,
job.
I want Carson to moderate.
No, I want Quentin to moderate.
Oh, so now you guys are afraid to moderate.
No.
All right, turtle is the next word.
I stick a turtle, like I'm a turtle head out of my shell, you know what I mean? Couscous perfume, I love the sweet smell, oh me, oh my. Well, can't you tell? I'm just like a turtle coming out of my shell. I did it. I get the point.
Take a point away from him. Oh, that wasn't even a song.
Yes, it was, Mr.
Oh
Boombastic.
my, oh my.
It was boombastic. It was boombastic.
Okay, you suck as a moderator, Josh. You're moderator.
I was a good moderator. I gave you an actual word. All right, fine, Josh. Josh is moderator.
Good.
Okay. Your word is fire.
Shawty calling that fire burning on the dance floor.
Okay.
Fire burning
I don't know.
on the
That's
dance
maybe
floor.
a half point because like you got the complete tune wrong.
Yeah.
You said shoddy, which isn't even in the song. I don't
Yeah,
think.
it is. It's shoddy fire burning on the dance floor.
I thought it was like somebody call 911.
Yeah,
Shawty
Shawty
fire
fire
burning
burning
on the dance floor. Are you absolutely an idiot?
I'll give that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's killed.
Half a point.
Fine.
Because the pitch is wrong.
No.
Okay. Anybody at all? Any?
Josh, next word.
Yes, you.
There's the man of the hour. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see him. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
This is about to get
Oh,
good.
this
brother.
show
Ooh,
is getting
all right, Are you ready
revitalized.
for the next
All
word?
right.
Yeah.
Your next word is submarine.
A yellow
Submarine?
submarine.
No.
Oh no.
We all live
Live
in a yellow submarine.
Want to give it to Quentin because he said it first.
Hey,
No,
can
me
we
and
get,
Quentin
can
were
we
triggered
start,
right there.
Can we move on and get our
right.
wonderful two guests on the show?
I think we
Do
need
we
to
have
definitely.
space to fit on all
yeah,
three
of
guests?
course we do.
Yeah.
And you,
I'm gonna Quentin. I think me and you need to step out. We need to get ready for how to with Quentin Albertson. All right.
Okay, so I'll
so Josh and
I need
Asa.
your mic.
Yeah, Josh
think
and Asa can.
I think there's a bigger issue. We need a female on the show. And I nominate either Hannah McCain or Jenna.
but we just two new guests, so I think we should do them.
I think we. Okay.
So I'm gonna have
They
to
say both of us.
give my mic to Asa. Asa Allen, want to step on up here? Alrighty. Okay, here you go. Do you know? Just want to clip that
Come
on
here.
your shirt and then put this.
So welcome Seth Ginnichinsky and Asa Allen to Jazz Weekly. Woo! So Seth, I believe at the beginning of the show we were really sad because you weren't here because we wanted you to tell us about the time you saved Jazz.
Oh yeah, that was a good time. I'd love to tell that story. So there I was, walking in the band room, and I mean, they were doing, the jazz band was doing their normal thing, and I was like, well, it sounds okay, but it could be better, and I
Like anything.
yeah, and I'm a jazz professionalist. And so I take the directors in the office and I shut the door and I play them jazz songs. I'm like, I tell them jazz is not about the notes. It's about like improv, Jazz is all about the improv. You don't just give them notes and they play it, like a normal band. You let them do their own thing and it mixes together. Exactly. So we went back out, and I told him to start snapping his fingers, right? So he started snapping his fingers, and
And who was this that snapped his finger?
Adam Spurk, one of
Okay,
the
yeah,
assistant
our-
directors.
The jazz god, if you will.
Yeah, Spurky Turkey is another great name we know as. So he starts snapping his fingers, and then the drums, they just start, hitting the beat, and then the trumpets join in with their own thing, and then the saxophone line just hits themselves up, and then the trombones, whew, like at that moment right there, jazz just flew, and from that moment on, Grand Valley Jazz it went up a level.
And that's about the time you saved Jazz.
Yep, that's when I
And now you're here on Jazz Weekly. So, Seth, we'll talk about that later. Asa, do you wanna talk about you for a second? You've never been on Jazz Weekly before, so.
Oh, all right. What's your favorite color? Are you going to college?
Oh, okay. My favorite color is green. I'm going to go to college, hopefully BYU, just like my boy Quentin Albertson.
You guys can continue Jazz Weekly in college if you want.
I mean, possibly. My favorite appendage is the right side.
All right,
so
social security number?
that is classified information.
All right, well, fair enough.
Is it bad that I almost said mine just because I wanted to prove to the world that I had it memorized? Obviously, nothing bad could happen. All right, it's 816-392-0264. That's my number, ladies. I have a girlfriend. I'm kidding.
Not single.
I have a girlfriend. I'm kidding.
I'm single though. I'm single. I'm single. And I'm a great guy to be around. I love Disney and Ninja Turtles.
Tell him your number, Seth.
816-982-6531.
Right. So hit him up because this bachelor right here is truly the best. Now, that are wonderful. Okay, never mind. I'm frozen, man. I can't come back from this. I'm being held hostage.
Yeah, so come see Bye Bye Birdie.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yes. Come see Bye Bye Birdie today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Okay. So, some weird sounds are coming from the desk below. Huh? Oh. Okay. Asa, talk.
Yeah, Ace. Keep on talking about how jazz is so good because of Seth Ginnichinsky.
Oh, okay. I'll elaborate story a little bit more. Seth did, in fact, come in and save Jazz that day. It was a beautiful sight. He overhauled everything. Trombone section is better than it ever has been.
The FDR of jazz.
So basically, Seth should be the next jazz teacher.
Oh,
Yeah,
certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seth, get a music degree and please come back and.
Trust me, when you say jazz, you don't need a music degree.
Okay, hey, we just got our 2 other stars back. Actually, it's just Quentin. I just don't know where Caleb is, but it's just Quentin. So Quentin, I believe you have a new segment to introduce today.
Yes, I do. I'm really glad to introduce this today, because today I'm going to be talking about how to do stuff. And the first thing we're going to do is origami. Now, origami for some people can be really difficult, but when you really look at the basics, it's pretty simple. You start with your average everyday piece of notebook paper, and you begin by ripping it. Now, the tear can be something simple. In fact, you may even need to get your mouth involved. It's pretty simple. You only need half of the paper. And then you need to rub it on your face a little bit just to make sure that it really soaks in all of you, all your essence. Because as fun as origami is, it's really an art. Hats off to that. Yeah, it's an art. You have to kind of imbue yourself within the art. And so you're going to start by making a pretty simple fold. You fold one of your sheets in half. Or in a third. A radial third works too. So you fold it in a third, and then you fold it kind of like a little triangle. And what we're making today is going to be special. So we're going to you got to make sure the folds are really nice and creased. And then really crease them. Talking like these puppies are creased. And then you rip it in half again. Part of origami is also the art of surprise. Really got to think about this one. Okay. Stage number 2 is making sure that you moisten the paper a little bit, as I just did. You don't have to do this with your mouth. In fact, you don't have to do this twice. You really don't have to do this twice. But what you do have to do is make sure it's mildly moistened with your mouth, or with a bottle of water, whichever one you choose. Make sure you get your hair in there too, because no project is complete without an artist's hair. And sometimes during a project, I just like to feel my hair because it's really soft, you know, just kind of really smooth. It's like a little baby's bottom. Anyways, back to origami again. I'm just really, you know, life kind of just gets you down. But origami really, as much of it is an art and a passion, you have to take time for yourself as well. And make sure that you are really focused. That means just kind of like meditating, kind of like, you know, vibing, you know, vibing. Loosen up all those bad jives, you know. It's like yoga. And this is an essential step of origami. Now, take your hat, which you should be wearing at all times, because it's an art. And this next part's going to get a little messy, so I'm going to forge it into a bib here. It has to be a visor, or else it will not work. So, make sure not to choke on your ambitions when you're doing this. So, you have your paper, right? And I put mine in my little bib carrier right here. I've just received word that mic is being blocked, so. Sometimes the paper will stick to your lip, regardless of what you choose to do. Other times you're blinded by the origami. Yeah, so back to the origami. You make another fold on the separate piece of paper that you made at the beginning. Fold that in a sixth. Triangle fold. This next step is essential. Oh, never mind. The next step is enjoying the fruit of your labors. Look at what we just made. It's the Sydney Opera House, if I can. Oh, hold on. Come on, help brother out there. And this has been Origami with.
Oh my god. That was a good one. Now, I wonder when Caleb's gonna come back. I miss him. I miss the devil.
That was pretty good, but I think Caleb is just the comedic powerhouse of Jazz Weekly.
Truly, he is a powerhouse. But no, the real powerhouse is our producer, Brian T. Jones. Now, for those of you who don't know, the reason Brian is called a powerhouse is just because he's always there for us, and he's always an electrical surge to our power, if that makes any sense. I don't know what I'm saying. Quentin can probably explain it better than me. Quentin?
So, I have Mike.
Oh, you do? Okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't aware.
The way Mike's work is, you only have Mike.
Yeah.
So, Brian to us is a lot more than a producer. He is a powerhouse through and through.
He's a friend.
And you could say he's a powerhouse for many reasons. He has a presence. He just makes known, you know. When we were rooming together in New York,
We knew he had
that presence.
the leadership.
Never for a second did we doubt he was the powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Powerhouse's role is really to
Put the
kind of
others
just
in
provide
place.
energy, you know,
And put the others in place.
and put the others in place. If one of us stepped out of line, we were immediately, powerhoused, as we love to say.
Yes. It's a really emotional thing to talk about, and Brian really loves it. What?
We have another guest.
Our producer is telling us something. But anyways, we have our number one fan here today. Number one male fan.
Number one male.
Drew Pace. Here, come on, sit on the seat.
Oh, I'm so excited. I went and got him. Yeah, I'm back too. Sorry, I had to go get Drew.
Alrighty,
Okay, so we have a full crew here today.
beyond full. This
Why
is
did
disgusting.
You kick Seth off?
Just because I got Drew here, went and got him.
So Drew, can you tell the audience why you're such a big fan of Jazz Weekly? Make sure you mic.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Jazz Weekly. It's funny. I first found out when I was walking to get my uniform for the marching band, and I heard people yelling jazz. So I asked what it was, and I found the channel, and then I cried a little bit. Yeah, and here I am.
Seth, honestly, I think that Seth Ginniszewski is the reason that we're all here today. Without him, jazz would be jazz.
Quite literally.
So we have everything to thank for him. So, Seth, if you don't recall, there has been a Twitter made about you. It's gotten a lot of traction lately. It's called Silly Stuff That Seth Says.
It originally was stupid stuff, Seth says, but
That was a little bit harsh.
it's a little harsh. It's not all
Seth is
stupid.
silly. He's not stupid.
He's a silly little guy, He's
He can say
one
dumb
of the
stuff.
boys.
Look at a silly boy. Look at him.
Yeah.
Silly boy.
Real silly boy.
Real silly boy.
So Seth, what do you think about that? Here, let me bring it over to you.
I think I really like the Twitter account. It definitely displays the silly stuff that I say, which actually I say more than I think I do.
So I have a real question real quick. Producer, can you hear me good? Yeah. Okay, so it's silly stuff you say. So it's like silly that like the connotation is like kind of joking, stuff like that. So
But some stuff you say is quite serious.
Yes.
like let's get it pulled up.
I actually have it pulled up right here.
But we've talked about this before, haven't we, on Jazz Weekly?
Statistic, yeah.
We've talked about this statistic before,
But
and it's no joking matter. So why would this be called silly stuff that Seth says?
there's a whole plethora of actual silly stuff.
Yes, but there's this one thing that
There's a couple
Just one.
sticks out. Do we have that tweet
Yeah,
pulled up?
we have it pulled up.
Caleb, would you mind telling the audience?
Okay. So Seth, let's set the scene here. You're in a United States extemporaneous speaking, right? And is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what is that again?
That's where you have to give a 7-minute speech on a particular topic of the United States.
Okay. Okay, okay. And what was the topic?
Bullying.
Alrighty, so bullying was the topic.
That could be a big problem.
Yes, it's a very serious problem. It's an epidemic.
Not a joking matter.
Silly thing.
Not a silly thing. So Seth.
Can we have a top level mic and a bottom level mic?
Yeah.
Okay,
This
okay,
here,
okay.
guys.
So we got the. Let's see. Wait, where's it at? Where's that? Where are we at? I can't find it. Oh, right
How
here.
much time do you get to prepare for these speeches?
You get
30 minutes.
30 minutes to
30
prepare for
minutes.
these speeches. 30 whole minutes
That's a lot of minutes.
to
That's like a lot of
research
seconds.
and
That's
study.
At least 30 minutes. At least.
At least.
really quality input by Josh Sharp. But he was talking about bullying and giving some statistics, and he talked about a statistic, a really scary statistic. It was about suicide, and
Not a silly thing.
not a silly thing at all.
Not a silly thing.
But statistic. Sorry, it's just really scary. I'm afraid to say it. It was that 40%.
40. Okay, think about how big that number is. 40%.
40%.
Almost half. Okay.
40%. So 4 out of 10 of the population
The entire U.S. population.
commit suicide every year.
That's a statistic that Seth made up on the spot.
Almost half of the United States population committing suicide every year.
Over 300 million people, and 40% of those kill themselves every single day.
Sounds like a silly statistic, if you ask me.
And
Yeah,
but it gets sillier. It gets sillier. So me and if you remember Joshua Jones, the legend, last year on Jazz Weekly.
Man, the myth, the legend.
We heard the statistic and we were like, something is definitely not right. So we tried to explain to Seth. Seth, what do we explain to you?
That 40% was a pretty big number. That means that a lot of people kill themselves every year.
Right.
The number's not actually 40. I just want to let everybody at home know.
I don't know what it. Okay, to be honest, I don't even. Know.
Probably less than 1. It has to be less than 1.
I'm gonna place your bets. I'm gonna say.
$50.
No.
Carson's career.
Anyway. So we were talking, and we were trying to tell Seth, this is not a real number. This statistic isn't right. And Seth, what did you say?
I said it was right.
No.
You know what?
No. What did you say? You said something else.
I don't really remember.
I remember. Great. You want me to refresh you?
Yeah, sure.
So Seth was talking to me and Joshua after we had told him, and he said, "Should it be higher?"
I remember that now.
Yeah. So it
The
was
number is 44,193. That's not a percent, obviously. It's the 10th leading cause of death, however. So
It's
gotta
still a
be
big deal. It's
pretty
just
big.
not
Well, hang on.
percent half the American population. Big deal.
300,000 times 0.01, which would be 1%, would be 3,000. So it's more than 1%.
this has been statistics with Caleb.
Okay.
Give him a round of
Alrighty.
applause, everybody. Oh, good job.
I think we're gonna go to old reliable for a second, and that's would you rather?
I think for this Would You Rather game, though, we should get rid of a couple
female,
guests
yes.
and bring on our 2 female guests who have been anxiously waiting since day 1, and I think we should finally put them on.
I agree.
The question is, who?
I will gladly step out.
Okay, so we lose one McCain, we gain another McCain.
Yeah.
Who else is leaving? I am mic'd, so
I've been
No,
No?
it's okay. You're guest. We get the spotlight
I've been the longest guest.
every other week.
Already.
Quentin, have fun.
all right, boys and girls now, and girls now. All right, yeah, okay. Top row mic, yeah.
Hey, just so you guys know, we have 5 minutes till we start packing up.
All right.
All right.
So top row mic, you guys know what you guys are doing?
Yes.
All right. So the first Would You Rather. Would you rather have a third eye or a third arm? Up for debate. Let's go.
Well, 3 arms, you can do a lot of stuff. You can, I don't know, eat 3 different items at one time. with 3 eyes, what are you going to do? Look at 3 different items at the same time? It's not very beneficial to your health, and your health is important.
I agree with the 3 arms. I think we should, like, 3 arms, you can use that for something. I mean, we already have 2 eyes, and I think that's good enough, so I think 3 arms.
I have a question. Where is the third eye at?
You get to decide.
I would
with
choose
third
a
arm.
third eye. Why would you need a third arm? That's just a lot of extra stuff that you have to deal with. That's an extra arm.
Yeah, can you imagine having a third appendage? That would be awful.
Yes, it would be.
You wouldn't be able to wear any clothes. You have to get like your clothes specially made. Like, just think about that.
No. Asa, what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, I'm nearly blind in 2 eyes. I don't think a third one would make any difference, so I'll take a third arm.
Would you have to wear a special monocle or eyepiece for third eye? Now, the thing that comes with the third eye, the very basic answer is, I want a third eye right here. Way to go. Very basic thought process. Back of your head, think about it. You could see everything. Or, a point that was brought up last class was on the palm of your hand. Then you can look around every corner. You can look everywhere.
Every time you like high five someone, you're getting a black
Then,
eye.
I thought of that one.
Okay, all right.
Back of your hand. What do you do with the back of your hand? Absolutely nothing. If you got a glove, you'd have to put a little thing on there. Now, only downside to this would be hand goggles, which you would be mocked and made fun of relentlessly for. But third arm. Where do you stick a third arm? Asa, thoughts?
I have no clue.
What do you do with it? Could it be an extension of one of
That's
your
disgusting. That's disgusting. That's like a tree branch.
Where else would you put it? You just wouldn't get a third arm.
Jenna says no
Get a
third
third
arm.
eye.
Where would you put your third eye, Jenna?
In the back of my head.
You'd have to shave that part of your head.
Do I have to though? Or could I
What's the
just
point of
lift
having
my
a third
hair
eye?
up?
The third eye would have
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah, yeah.
Back of my neck. Oh. Okay. It'd be in the back of my head, okay?
Jenna says back of her head, but she wouldn't shave her hair.
But then if you get one of these numbers pulled on you, you get hit in the eye.
These are really the pressing questions. Now, no one has said third arm yet. However, the good point was brought up. You could play Street Fighter V and drink soda at the same time. This was brought up by Joe Pittman last class. Asa, thoughts on the Street Fighter V and soda simultaneously?
That makes the experience so much better. I mean, I don't play Street Fighter, but any other games, you know, you don't want to have to pause when you get thirsty. You just reach over and you just drink out of your cup.
Amen.
Now, Caleb, who left earlier due to shame, said that you would put your third arm in the middle of your chest. How would you lay down to sleep with a third arm?
Sideways.
Sideways? Really? What if you turned over in your sleep? You'd break your arm in your sleep.
Not if you did that.
Does it go both ways? Is there a shoulder just sticking out? It's like a tree trunk.
Good point.
Can it do a full 360?
Good point.
Well, what if you put it on the side
It doesn't have a shoulder.
right here?
Does it have a shoulder?
Anyway.
You have to think. What would Ben 10 do if that character if you only had if you had the 4-arm person, right? What if he just took one away, so you just have one on the side?
B10D.
WW
B10D.
B10D. What would Ben 10 do? Benison Tennyson. What would he do? He would change into Heat Blast, coming from Garrett.
Probably would.
Are we all fans of this show? Because this could be a huge bonding moment.
Yep.
Everybody here.
Yep.
We're all party.
All right. So the final would you rather? Actually, does anybody have a would you rather? Because that was my would you rather for the day. No. Would you rather be blind or deaf?
Oh, I can't.
Oh man. Come back to me on that one.
Ace says come back. Seth.
Well, let's just talk about the pros and cons of both first.
Hannah's got a good point. Pros and cons on both. I agree.
With deafness, is that a word?
Are there pros to being
You
deaf?
can't listen to music, and that's like a huge part. Can't communicate.
Yeah, that's just yeah.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
you can with sign language,
You could learn sign language if you were
but
deaf.
you can't listen to music through.
Yeah, that's
not
You can never listen to music.
Well, There was a scene in the movie where the guy put his hand
What
to
movie? What movie, Jenna?
oh my goodness, I can't remember. But he held it to like a piano and he like felt like the music vibrations through it. So that was his way of feeling music.
There's also a movie where a man shoots lightning from his fingertips. Are we just gonna take everything that comes to film at a face
Well,
value?
that way he can have music. if he
Don't
wanted
kill me,
to.
please.
But
I have a pro of being blind. You gotta be Daredevil. You just gotta put in the effort.
Put in the effort.
Whoa. But Daredevil was blind, but didn't he have like some kind of mutation power that still helped him? Like he was like a bat, right? He had like super hearing.
Well,
or something?
yeah, he got radiation in his eyes,
Yeah, but-
and because of that radiation, he could also hear super
But
good.
we're not
so
getting
just
radiation. We're just
it,
blind.
we never discussed how you become blind in the first place. So if you put radiation in your eyes,
Someone just does one of these numbers on you. You don't block fast enough, and you're blind.
all right.
Yeah, so that's not. I mean,
Well, way to ruin everything.
Pros to being blind.
You never Donald Trump.
Hannah's taking a political stance.
Hey,
Ooh.
we're getting controversial
Ooh.
here.
Another pro of being blind is you
Can still hear.
don't have to drive, and no one can mock you for it because you literally physically cannot
Yes.
drive.
it's such a
Right.
Please expand upon the mocking about not being able to drive.
I can't drive, and everyone makes fun of me for it because I'm a senior. Caleb is trying to roast Hannah, saying she
Okay.
basically drives blind. However, I've been in the car with Caleb, and I will tell you that it's a scary.
It's the worst
Caleb,
driver.
Caleb just
Who popped their tire yesterday and had to...
no.
Caleb just tripped over a blue wire on the floor, so he's already blind.
If you have a bomb to cut, you cut the blue wire or the red wire.
I think okay, yeah, that's gonna be all. Later, guys. Thanks, Jenna and Hannah, for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thanks all our guests.
Thank you.
Yes.
Stay jazzy.
Real.
Number one male fans.
Number one.
Females right here.
Thank you for watching. Hope it was successful. Love you guys.